The First Lady of Ukraine, Olena Zelenska, is one of the most talked about women in Europe. Once, she was a modest screenwriter who avoided cameras. But today, global media write about her, and she made it into the top 25 most influential women in the world. Yet with each passing year, the rumors around her only grow stronger. But how does the First Lady really live? Where did her nickname Mackerel come from, a word still discussed in her homeland? What investigations about her caused shock? And where are their children now, children kept hidden from the public eye? Watch this video until the end to learn the whole truth about the First Lady of Ukraine. Let's begin. Olena Zelenska went far beyond the usual role of a First Lady. She became an important diplomat and the voice of her country on the international stage. She spoke before the US Congress, launched a charitable foundation to help Ukrainian children, and received several awards. It is no surprise that global media often placed her name alongside the most powerful women on the planet. She was included in the list of the top 25 most influential women in the world by Financial Times and in the top 100 most influential people by Time. Her style also draws special attention. The most discussed photos were published by Vogue. In them, the First Lady of Ukraine posed in an expensive coat against the wreckage of a destroyed plane. For these pictures, she was criticized for a long time. Still, Olena almost always chooses outfits from Ukrainian designers, supporting local brands and promoting national fashion on the world stage. Her style is often compared to the restrained elegance of Melania Trump. But not all her looks inspire equal admiration. Sometimes mistakes happen and social media quickly reacts. For example, at a meeting with Joe Biden and his wife Jill, she wore a suit where 2 out of 6 buttons landed directly on the chest area. The internet was instantly filled with jokes and comments. But why do some Ukrainians call the First Lady Mackerel? Where did that nickname come from? Once, the president's wife appeared on a local TV broadcast and said that the family of the head of state lived a simple life. She even shared that, for dinner, she cooks mackerel, which according to her cost 8 hryvnias per kilo. Ukrainians immediately reacted with irony because the real price was several times higher. That's how the nickname Mackerel for 8 spread quickly across social media. Later, she explained that she meant the price per 100 grams, but the nickname stayed with her. There are always many conversations around the First Lady. The more visible her role became, the more speculation and rumors appeared, and many sounded too scandalous to be true. This included the story of a fired Cartier saleswoman who claimed that Olena had allegedly spent $1 million in the store, and the shopping sprees of tens of thousands of euros in Chanel and Dior boutiques, while in reality, at that time, she was on an official visit in another part of the world. Independent fact-checkers proved more than once that most of these accusations had no real evidence and were created only to damage her reputation. But how did the love story of an ordinary Ukrainian couple turn into a story of global scale? Where do their children live now? And why are they kept hidden from everyone? Olena was born in the year 1978 in the Ukrainian city of Kryvyi Rih. She went to the same school as her future husband, but their real meeting happened later, during their student years, when they were both 17. By chance, running into her on the street, Volodymyr reportedly fell for the girl right away. To get the attention of the charming blonde, Zelensky asked to borrow a VHS tape of the film Basic Instinct, which she held in her hands. She agreed, leaving her phone number on the tape. At first, Olena did not take Volodymyr seriously. She was already dating another guy, but the competition did not bother Zelensky. Both loved art and creativity, and this is what united them from the very beginning. Volodymyr wanted the stage since his youth. At first, he took part in student comedy games, and real popularity came to him through comedy shows. At the same time, Olena chose the work of a screenwriter. She wrote scripts for the team where Zelensky performed, but she refused to go on stage herself. She always stayed in the shadows, and public life was never something she wanted. Their romance lasted a full 8 years before they decided to make it official. Later, the couple had 2 children, and their marriage became one of the most talked about in the country. But why does their marriage still cause debates? Despite the picture of family harmony, the Zelensky family was always surrounded by rumors. From time to time, Ukrainian media published stories about Volodymyr's supposed romances with actresses he worked with in films and TV series. But no real proof was ever found, and the couple always appeared happy together. Later, when Zelensky became a politician, the rumors did not disappear. In the year 2020, the press wrote about his very close ties with a young press secretary. Online, some even spread versions about her possible pregnancy, but the woman herself denied it. Olena, as before, did not react to provocations and chose not to comment on such stories. When Volodymyr Zelensky announced that he was running for president, it was a surprise not only for the country, but also for his own family. Later, Olena admitted that she learned about his decision not at dinner at home, but from social media. Her first reaction was not pride, but worry, because she had never dreamed of politics and always preferred to remain in the background. But after her husband's victory, she had to step onto the main stage of the country. At first, Olena seemed a little lost, as she was not used to being at the center of attention. But step by step, she began to change. She started appearing at official meetings, giving interviews, and launching her own projects. At first, these were school reforms, including healthy food for children. Then came the promotion of the Ukrainian language and the creation of audio guides in leading museums of the world. Despite her high status and busy schedule, Olena remains a mother above all. Their daughter Alexandra and son Kirilo live in Kyiv, and their parents try to protect them from too much media attention. Only occasionally does the First Lady share rare family photos on her page. There were rumors that the Zelensky children had moved to London, supposedly living in a luxury villa of a Ukrainian billionaire. But according to the Ukrainian leader, his son goes to school and his daughter attends university right in Ukraine, not abroad. Meanwhile, Volodymyr Zelensky himself remains a figure of global importance. He speaks at summits, holds talks with leaders of the United States and Europe, and every one of his words makes the headlines. Against this background, Olena Zelenska appears in sharp contrast. While her husband is discussed as a politician and wartime leader, she is often compared to the English Queen or Melania Trump. But for many Ukrainian women, she became a symbol of a new female role. Not just the president's wife, but an independent figure able to influence culture, education, and the international image of the country. She does not hide behind her husband's back, but walks beside him, building her own image step by step. At the same time, she keeps another side of her life, being a mother and a wife. And what do you think about the First Lady of Ukraine? Share your opinion in the comments. It would be interesting to know what you think about her. Thank you for watching and for your likes. See you soon.